Hello, it's Karen Gilbert from Simply Said with Karen, and today I'd like to show you the cards that I did, the alternatives for the Explore in Color paper pumpkin that came out in May of 2023. So for starters, these are the three cards that I did according to the instructions. They're pretty cards. Like, this was a great kit. I loved it. I haven't done alternatives before, so this time I thought I would try it. So this is a card that is like a panel card. I cut one of the card fronts in sections and applied it to a piece of copper clay and then decorated it with in color dots. Happy birthday card. You can't have too many birthday cards. This is another one that was done as a panel card. It's probably the back, just one of the cards, and it's just very simple to do. It's backed onto pebble path and mounted on copper clay. This one, I had fun doing it because it's a 3D card, and I don't know that you can see it, but I cut off one of the front of the cards and I cut along the mountains and then popped them up on the sky using dimensionals, and I cut along the grass below the trees and again popped it up. Now you could pop up another section if you like around the flowers and the grasses, and it truly does make a stunning card when you see it. This one I did, I just took a card front and used the radiating dies and cut out the center of it and then popped it back on with dimensional so that it stood out and it has a little bit of dimension. This one, I cut out a square in the front of the card with the Stylish Shapes die set and then mounted it on the inside of the card. And there's lots of room to write. And then cut a square slightly larger than the cutout out of winter wheat and decorated it with one of the tags from the kit. There's another tag, and these are stamps from the kit, and this is done in copper clay, and some twine also, which is in the kit. Now this was a happy mistake because what I was trying to do was make a bridge card, but unfortunately when I folded it, it wasn't quite long enough, and so I had to figure out how I was going to keep it closed. So this is folded back, and then it had pieces of the card attached to the two sides, and I put some designer series paper in the middle and took Cheers to Adventure, and it's mounted on pebble path with the pebble path twine. And then for this one, I took the Wink of Stella and just brushed it across the water to give it a little bit more definition. I don't think you can see it very well. And so I thought, how am I going to close this? So I made a belly band out of some of the designer series paper from the Cheerful Daisies, and then stamped the compass and the cup and the boot and mounted them on a piece of the Moody Mauve, and that's your belly band to hold it together. The final one is, um, it's a gatefold card, but I used some of the envelope and mounted it on Mossy Meadow and die cut it with the Countryside dies. And it's a buckle fold so that when you put it back together, it'll stay closed. And you open it up and there's a panel that's been cut and mounted on Mossy Meadow and mounted on the boho blue cardstock. So that was fun, and if you wish to get the paper pumpkin kit, then please go to my website. Please go to my website and join the Paper Pumpkin. That's paperpumpkin.com, and you can select me, Karen Gilbert, as your demonstrator. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and who knows, I might be back trying another set of alternative cards. Bye now.